Oh, do we actually make it in map 1? That's a good question. Do we actually make it into map 1? Because they're going through these bands lightning fast. You see how fast these bands are going? Hey, and there's the invite. We're actually in. All right. While we're waiting for our players to get in lobby, let's see if we can figure out what our bands were. Citrus band Ilios. Nightmare band Midtown. Citrus band Esperanza. Citrus band Citrus band Throne of Anubis. Nightmare band Suravasa. The rare Suravasa band. Second time we've seen Suravasa band here today. It's not one we get very often. And then Citrus band Circuit Royale. Here to round out all your bands today. You can hear we're starting to load in. Cut down our copyright-free music. Take a look. A reminder of our map pool to Oasis, Kings Row, Runa Sapi, New Junk City, and Shambhala Monastery. Here for your upper bracket semifinals. All right, let's get into Oasis. All right, I'm going to have to change playoff round. This is upper semifinals. All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Your final matchup of the day. Your number 1 seed, Nightmare. Taking on Citrus Nation. Trying to upset. See if they can send one of your DreamHack Stockholm squads down into the lower bracket. But Zeb gets picked off early, despite Citrus Nation having the first advantageous positioning, control of the high ground. They also have the first to drop. They do respond, though, so it's a 4v4 left on this point. After a very short stint in control of the objective, woo! Doom comes in and dashes through Seeker after Citrus Nation have grabbed control of this point. Quitter trying to hide on the inside. And it's just kind of getting dono-walled into this room. Honestly surprised they were kept alive as long as they. And finally, you get the move in, and Admiral and Zero able to find a whole host of kills. So while clear is getting pushed, Admiral and Zero coming in with the all the picks from behind. And you can see why they waited so long to try to push clear. The moment they did, the rest of the team attacked, and it ends up with Nightmare coming out on top. Chronic approaching with overclock. The Seeker has one of their own, but you also have you also got a rally available in this back line. Both of the overclocks coming out simultaneously. We'll hop in with Seeker here. That rally is pushed as well. Chronic goes down, loses the duel of that. But Admiral gets caught out. Now we're going to get Zero pulling out the blade amidst the orbit away from the other side. But Doom's already picked up 2 with their katana. As the 2 ninjas go sword to sword, Zero backs away to help finish off neutral. Then re-engages there with Zero. It ends up being a 2v2 on this point. Z cut down. Oh, never mind. It was a 2v3 until Zeb found that pick. %70 on the board. Yoshim, thank you for the follow. Here with the dash through. Clear turns the corner with their back to the entirety of the Citrus Nation squad. Ends up throwing a dagger in the back of Zeb. And Zero falls through with the blade. It's like an episode of Iron Chef around here, man. It's just all like knives and swords. Doom falls on the right side. Oh, but Admiral catches him. Nightmare were the only team to participate in both DreamHack Stockholm and FACEIT League Season 3. So while trying to prepare and kind of finish out for OWCS and prepare for that big LAN, I mean the biggest LAN of the year, the biggest tournament of the year for Overwatch, they were also competing here in our 7-week season, going undefeated, completely perfect. Essentially, I mean, you could say perfect use map drops, but for the most part, completely perfect there for Nightmare all through regular season. While at the same time, you know, juggling the competition on the biggest stage in the world. Clear Rocket is already very low on health at the moment. Was sub 100 as the attack came in from Zeb over the bridge. Doomed, actually the first one to find a pick, and it's off a deflect from onto Z's. Not how I expected that one to break down, but Dooms ends up dashing through, finds 2 more on top of that. First cap goes over to Citrus Nation. Jordan Tang, thank you for the follow. Or Duranutang. Durangatang? What? Okay. that's, yeah, I about hurt myself on that one. Claire just get yoinked into the blender on that one. God, I can't believe that Gracie landed onto Admiral as well. Ridiculous. Coming up on an old fight here. I mean, Jacob should be the first one online with the rally. I mean, he may not. Ooh, takes a lot of damage, forced out. Everyone's going to pop the rally and try to give chase. And here comes pressure in from Nightmare. The cleave through on the Carnage Axe. He enables Clear to get a pick. The Rampage on to Clear, though. No cleanse. Zeb's still up. Where is Zeb? Give me some Zeb pops. Give me some Zeb pop. Oh, just barely misses on the axe. But, you know, your favorites of the entire tournament, just now getting their first percentage here on Garden. Let's check in with Doom as they're popping in through this window. Doom on a very deep flank while the rest of the team is going on. You can see Doom kind of getting a little more shell, but I still expect to attack through main. Yeah, goes up in through the window. Ends up getting marked a little bit by Zero. Has to return the favor. Meanwhile, Orbital Ray thrown onto the high ground here from Z's. And Citrus Nation want to go push through it. Nightmare's just dominant, holding. %and counting. We got a Rampage ready to go. This is what I'm keeping an eye on. I mean, without a carry, Rampage is just completely, or can be very devastating. This one is looking to be so. As it picks up 3, Neutral and Doomed already low. They're trying to follow up on it, and Chronic falls while Overclock is in action. Still not quite as clean of a team fight as I think Nightmare would have wanted. It's definitely gotten messy on this back half, trading out kills for both sides. Seeker now with a slide through, see if they can help with some extra damage on Zeb. Nightmare move back onto this point, see if they can flip this thing back over. Got robbed out from underneath them amidst that. Now Zeb with the Rampage of their own, 90% exactly for both teams. Oh, Admiral tried to stun it out. The shield battle was just a split second before the Rampage. Oh, Admiral had it too. There's the axe versus the katana down there with Doom. Doom is going to win that one out. Citrus Nation grab control of the point. We're going to get a touch here. I mean, I think it was just Z's there to try to touch. Ooh, it doesn't quite make it. All right. Citrus Nation putting one back up on the board. I wish these were freak sprays or hazard sprays. Like, I wish Hazard had some of these like cool animated sprays. Like, that's rad. That should just be a spray. All right, anyway. Not seeing any real changes on the other side. Citrus Nation with an aggressive push on the higher, maybe the better rollout. Able to get up there a little quicker. So Nightmare just rotate towards hallway. Plan A not quite working out on that rotation, so they fall back into plan B. Both of our teams just kind of poking in from a distance for the moment. Point just now unlocking. Zero pushing up under the window. Actually moves in to match Zeb. And kind of pushed out. Ooh, the loop around the outside. Trying to find the judo. Caught in the corner. Is there anywhere for Neutral to go? Neutral just flutters back up to the high ground, but Seeker is able to kind of out-rotate Doomed. Chronic and Jacob were able to find a couple of picks throughout this, and you do still have Neutral and Doomed hanging out on this point. 20% and counting for Citrus Nation after they've grabbed for his cap. Chronic on the opposite high ground, creating a bit of crossfire down onto Clear, who's at less than half health when they step out and stick their face right in Chronic's crosshairs. But Seeker finds some revenge, and Nightmare are going to take control of this high ground, but they got to just back up and disengage. Can't do anything without their tank. At least not anything of note. Not without trying to capitalize on a mistake here, but doesn't look like Citrus are going to really overstep this. Chronic overclock and a Seeker already dead. 5v4 favoring Citrus Nation on this point. Couple of shots to the dash around Clear. Clear is able to back out of there. Incredible healing coming in. I felt like Clear was just under so much duress. And look up at their health bar, still just full as could be. It's going to be a rally and the orbital coming out from Citrus Nation to try to combo just the orbital from the other side. Clear's Rampage finds 4, but I don't know if they have the reinforcements to find the kills. You get Zeb low, but not low enough. Oh, big Rampage. 4 players hit from Zeb. Chronic immediately takes Seeker out of that overclock that we were watching. And I mean, the Kitsune Russ, it was just the red carpet here for Zeb to push forward for the massive team wipe in the 100-0 for Nightmare here on against Nightmare here on University. Citrus Nation up 1 in the series. Some stats there for map 1. Woo! I mean, well, that is an upset map. That is an upset map. Talking about how the end of the year ends up on a Soj meta. Chronic, meaning there had 1 extra elim, but 1 extra death. Seeker actually comes out with roughly 3k more damage, 2.5k more damage. Clear had more damage as well. I mean, just Citrus got it when it mattered. Citrus seemed to, I mean, one of those where it's like, it looks on average like it might be fewer elims, but it's not. Like, you start really looking at it, it's like, okay, no, they had like 1 more team fight win. Maybe 2. I mean, Sojourn's a lot of fun to watch. I 100% agree. Sojourn is a lot of fun to watch. Let's see. Let's check in here on our main broadcast. Okay, they are on Kings. 0-3 Splash. Currently up 1-0 over Ex Oblivion and NA. So finalizing some lineups here. Your map ban here for map 2 is going to be a Midtown banned out from that one. We're heading into a Citrus Nation map pick. Up 1-0 in this upper bracket semifinals. Man, how wild would it be if we had Nightmare and Wisp like sent down? Not only Wisp is knocked out, unfortunately. But if we had Nightmare sent down a lower bracket in the same day, that'd be wild. That would be wild. Once again, we must gratuitously swap sides because, yeah, nothing says rateability of, like, let's keep just flipping colors and sides every map. Yeah, the Clear 1v4 Rampage was... I thought Clear might swap after that, but they didn't. I mean, it was looking to trade. That's one of those... I mean, that really is like a big brain pro move on that. Okay, it's worth the investment here, because if you can get the trade, it will make the next fight so much easier that it's actually worth trying to invest there. But it's... I mean, that's something I would not recommend. Would not recommend. Secret actually rolling out with it, so past the initial couple of shots. Woo! And I mean, some juicy headshots landed onto Zeb, and the entirety of Citrus Nation just rotate around. Clear out of Zarya, so the meta continues to just kind of be in shambles right now. Which is kind of cool. I mean, everybody just gets to play to their strengths. I mean, you get some really neat matchups like Zera versus Doom Godoa on this Genji, where Doomed has already found 2. Looking for the 3rd. Yeah, nice little 3K there for Doomed on this defense. Fantastic start out of Citrus. First minute already eating off the clock. I don't know why I'm shoved to the camera in hotel. Why not? That's a speedrun engaged. Torpedoes out. Goes some good torpedoes. You got both supports down to about half. But turning just around the corner, Z finds covers and tops off Admiral. Now, Seeker does go down, and that was Doom dashing in. Well, that was a deflect onto one of those torpedoes. Which wouldn't really matter, but it looked like Z was incredibly low as a torpedo came flying back in their face. Clear does eventually just kind of get caught down, not able to kind of find that doorway, doesn't get retreated inside, doesn't find any room to work inside. Oh, that's a spear stab. Zera just got absolutely destroyed mid-blade. Didn't even get the katana out of the sheath. Speed ring engage. Here comes the return. As them just feigned they were backing up, and Surge is back out with a Terra Surge. But you know what? It's the grab that ends up winning out, at least in that exchange. Meanwhile, Jacob and Doomed have managed to get a 2-for-1 though for this defense. Now we're gonna get the overclock invested from Karate, but Clear just had him trapped in a corner. Doom decides to go for the sustain instead of going directly for the tank. Immortality Field yeeted from range to keep Clear in this fight. Doom still dancing around in statue. Bop throw it into the back corner, and all of NTMR just recoup here right on the objective. We got Admiral on high ground, Seeker on high ground as well. Make it very difficult. Now, Clear is, remember, lowest health pool of any tank in the game, and there's an orbital ray coming at you. Neutral does get melted out of the sky, but Clear and Admiral both fall. A 2-for-1 that Citrus Nation will take all day, every day. And Doom once again lighting up the feed. Doomed in December. Phoenix Maya, I'm afraid you missed Wisp entirely out of this tournament. This is playoffs doomed. Is there 10 seconds away from the full hold? Doom close to a blade. Jacob with a rally up, and Clear's already down. Admiral has to move on just to try to get this thing started as Doom pulls out the katana. Gets 2 down on the Seeker. Admiral's already been toasted. And Zero will find a little bit, but not nearly enough. And NTMR get full held here on point A.
Score 0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match.
I almost just went. I was literally going to just put Citrus Nation's point on the board. Like, no. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still an opportunity for a fuller hold here.
Ready for battle.
Clear back out on Zarya.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers in. Defend.
Well, we're getting the Seeker Sojourner now.
We're in this together. All of us. Not so fast.
Zeb heading up to the high ground. Uses the jab spin to make the jump. I didn't know you could do that, by the way. I didn't know you could just jab spin jump that gap. Remember the Doomed of December. Dash through here in Hotel. It's already 2 ticks picked up. Remember, there's not much to give here for NTMR. In fact, they have nothing left to give. There's nobody left on this point. It's one and done. Citrus Nation, you blink, and they are on match freaking point. Flash off doomed. You bet. Flash off's doomed. We'll get play of the game here. Doomed in December. We get some stats there from map 1. That's I need some stats from map 2. That's what I'm looking for. There's some stats there from map 2. Yeah. Yeah, Wisp went out lower bracket round 1. Yeah. In a 5-mapper. Wisp lost in a 5-mapper to O3 Splash, and then lost in a 5-mapper to Avidity. Already eliminated from losers bracket. I know, dude. I know. I know. I know, Phoenix Maya. Trust me, I know. I think everybody's shocked. Everybody in NA is shocked that Wisp were knocked out first round. All right, heading into map 4. Ishvaran's a band out. Yes, and as Yoshim has seen the writing on the wall. We do, in fact, have Infected coming in. So, Infected is now in the lineup heading into map 3. Is this the start of the reverse sweep from Nightmare? We're headed into Runu Slappy to find out. Yeah, it's still Admiral and Z's, but Infected's here. And Zero immediately comes in pissed. Zero immediately comes in pissed. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, CJ's traveling. Oh, okay. See, I didn't realize that. I mean, we even had CJ in here. Second fight slowed way down. With both of our teams just posturing here around this front corner. We see a move from Doomed onto the inside. Where Infected was trying to hide. Forces Infected out of their hiding hole. What an energy jab to interrupt that dash. Wow. Engage. Oh, well placed, well timed. You saw the speed ring out in the Zeb, and they couldn't really quite do anything with it. Nightmare tried to take advantage of a flat-footed defense, and Zero pushes in with 2 on the blade. Added some extra damage there. Zeb falls mid-fortify. Back-to-back fight wins here out of Nightmare. And clear is good, but Infected was like NA MVP material for OWCS. Doom with the dash through. Trying to combine with the Terra Surge. A little bit late on the Terra Surge for the actual combo with the blade. And Infected responding with their own ultimate, but ends up low in this fight. And we'll have Citrus Nation grabbing their first fight win of the map, although Zero still gets the better end of Doomed up top. Yeah, I was about to say, Aziz is a long time on this roster. He's a damn good player. Two, three, four from Chronic. Whoa! Okay. Somebody's been hitting the Kovacs. I see you. I see you, Chronic. What was that team before? What was that team called? Yeah, Z-Man was on Pirates and Pajamas. I remember that. What was the team prior to Nightmare Call? Here with the only ultimate online play, battle for the quarter. A push through the inside. It's risky, but can buy you the space. Otherwise, it's just a bit of a stalemate here. And Citrus Nation are just trying to build up towards their ultimates. Do you have a couple available, including Z's Orbital Ray Neutrals now got theirs online as well. And this looks to me like Nightmare want to go second. As there it is. They are going to get the Orbital out, and then here comes the Orbital and the Blade in from the other side. So Nightmare goes second with both of those. Doom does not have the katana to throw in, but you know what? Zeb and Citrus Nation survive for the most part. They do lose Chronic throughout that exchange. But now Doom has the blade to try to trade it back out, but the Terror Surge says no thank you. Denied any value. It's Infected finds 2 and 0 finds 2. Nightmare taking the cart back to their side of the map. The bot. Z's best tank, if you know, you know. Chronic with a good shot. Catch 0 on that. Woo! That was a nasty shot. It was like a disengaged slide rail to catch 0 turning that corner. And these two seem very closely matched. Timeless says that was timeless. How is Citrus Nation up 2-0? I mean, they've been playing good. They've been playing good. Infected did not play in maps 1 and 2. They did have Clear in playing Zarya. So, I mean, there's that. That's going to be an orbital ray thrown in here from Citrus Nation to try to take this, but Seeker's already picked up one. Admiral's Rally is going. Both support elves in here from Nightmare. And they've taken control of the courtyard area, and they just die on cart call out of Citrus Nation. So Nightmare protect their lead. They protect the checkpoint. Pivotal fight with 3 minutes remaining on the map. Terror Surge combo with the blade. Zeb and Doom are able to get 3 on the back of that. 0 pops one very late. Oh, 0 actually gets doomed. 0 has about 115 health. Getting chased down here by an Eraser. Oop, dash to the Mega? Sure, why not? I can't believe 0 gets out of there in one piece. No way, right? Tell me she better come back next month or else. Rally kind of devalued there as Jacob was forced out of the fight, so they're not really able to stick with Zeb to try to make this aggressive push that I think Zeb really wanted to execute, so you can take the space back. Who was in the back? Like Doom was back there trying to run away with the spoon. Just gets 1v5'd. The rest of Citrus Nation trying to catch up, see if they can sandwich, but Doom goes down too fast. And it ends up just being a straight 5v4. All of Nightmare's guns pointed at Zeb at the moment. Neutral cut down to the back, so Zeb no longer has any sustain. Nightmare will increase their lead. Dash through from Zero on the back of the orbital ray coming out. Excuse me. That was a rally. Invested into that. That's all it takes. With 10 seconds to go, Chronic trying to save the map. We'll find Z's. We'll find Seeker. Mitts an orbital ray down low, but Zeb will fall. Who's going to anchor this point? Both Doomed and Chronic move on to this objective where Zero and Infected are able to clean up both. Oh no! Zero pushes into the back. Jacob will fall. Infected is the last player standing here from Nightmare. Can you just win it here? Or is it going to take another fight? Infected wins it out! No way! No way! Infected! How much health is that? That was unreal. Okay. Sarah D60, appreciate the follow. Altair, I appreciate the follow as well. All right, Nightmare, get a point on the board. Let's get some stats there from map 3. I'll give him that point. I mean, you didn't think it'd be that easy to take Nightmare out of this, did you? Infected steps in, 30-4. 100 behind Seeker there in damage, leading the server with just under 11.5k. Map 4, Flashpoint Clash. Throne of Anubis and Suravasa actually banned out. This is a Citrus Nation map pick. Still on match point, obviously. We'd like to close out the series. Wow, that's a yeah, that earns you a timeout. Yeah. Those you don't joke around with things like that. That earns you a timeout. Y'all can talk about gay hit scans all you want. Oh, hey, that's me again. All right, we're just waiting for Nightmare to get in here. Who are we waiting on? Infected's here. You know what? I know that's the one that everybody was worried about. Infected's here. No other changes. Infected staying in. Shots, I appreciate the follow. Let's get it about 4. We're headed to New Junk City, a Citrus Nation map pick. As they look to punch their ticket into the winner's bracket finals and send the tournament favorites Nightmare down in the lower bracket. But if you're just joining us, Infected did not come in until map 3. A map Nightmare were able to claw back in pretty dominant fashion. Infected winning out the map solo with about 10 health left.
4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint arena.
Both teams just hanging out on opposite sides of the circle there. You can see Citrus Nation giving chase here. I think they have an isolated target and trying to commit on this push. First capo has already gone to Nightmare, and what could be a very long fight here. Doomed in deep, lucky to get out. Actually did a really good job of dancing around. Didn't even have to pop their deflect until late in the fight, but Effective's picked up 2. Doom dashed back through to equal the odds. To even the odds, that is. Point gets flipped. Still, we don't have a definitive victor of this first engagement. One Velvet, 2 everybody else. Ninja Duel down low. Meanwhile, Infected finds neutral up top. Let's continue the ring around the Rosie of the high ground. Doom tried to come up through stairs side. As Ray Green was it down low. Jacob and Doom both sit at 1 health, both finished off. Now we're back in control. I feel like nobody has really won this first fight. It's just been like one long, drawn-out engagement where both teams have had control amidst that fight. Me, you, Ginger, and Rack, and Ryan. Big spear on Infected. Infected looking for the Terror Surge on that? Oh, yeah, you betcha. Both Terror Surges coming in. Doom's Blade able to find, be the extra weight in the scale. Forcing that to the ground in favor of Citrus Nation. This is going to be good enough for a cap, too. It's going to be a low ground push here from Nightmare. As they're looking to come back into this thing. Infected on a Wrecking Ball. Orbital Ray thrown onto the point. Is that a blade from Zero I heard? You damn right that's a blade from Zero I heard. This is Jacob Feld there to the Katana. And final fight goes in Nightmare's favor. And they will grab this first point on Marketplace. Or the Hammer Mill Arena. Girl Seeker is not gay. Wicked shot out of Chronic there. Using the overclock to ensure there's first cap. Dune and company are still giving chase here. It's infected very, very low. Chronic playing off of one flank, the whole rest of the team on the other. Zeb has made a swap off of the Eraser, by the way. We are getting the old JQ back. One of my favorite tanks to watch. JQ's just so much fun to play, fun to watch. What a well-designed tank. Malcolm may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I gotta tell you, Hazard and JQ, I mean, 10 out of 10 S tier tanks. Deflect to use early to try to beat up some of these cooldowns. Move it into the back. That is just an absolute decimation of Doom's Blade. Still, Zeb and the rest are able to get the job done. They're going to hold on to this and likely to tie up this map. Is there time for a contest? Hattori, absolutely stepping up. Saying, I will be your queer goat. You get no arguments out of me, Hattori. Third fight win in a row. Poised here from Citrus Nation. Job's not quite done as Infected, you know, we see what Infected could do solo. Not happening this time. We're tied up. Zeb working around this outside. Going clockwise towards the back line with a rampage in the pocket. Sears tried it. Oh, no! Well, that was a huge rampage, too. Oh, no. Don't worry. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw anything. Doom was on Derpy's Mickey Mouse team like 3 months ago. I mean, Doomed had been playing with Cuffa and Timeless for the most part. Like, it was Doomed was part of the reason that Rock team was formed, right? It was around Squid and Doomed and Cuffa, who then became Anomaly, who then became Timeless. Zero with a couple of kills there with that blade before getting taken down. Chronic in the back. Zero going in and trying to take them down. Just keep that overclock out of the picture. Doom is gonna blade as well, but just, I mean, no chance to barely even swipe the sword. You're just taking fire from all directions. Now, Citrus Nation do flip the point amidst all of this at 99. So they may not have found kills with the ult, but they're at least able to get some more time. Maybe an opportunity to win this one out with this orbital ray. Fight right in the middle of it. Seeker in a bad spot. There's a Consumer Rush to the other side. My goodness, the confidence of this Nightmare squad just to fight it out in the middle of that orbital ray. Unreal. Instinct PR, thank you. Okay, I don't know why it's trying to block the word gay. I don't. So dumb. All right, no more Zeb. That happened yesterday in Scrims. Oh no. Yeah, and in fact, Zeb does end up back on the erase. I can't believe that happened in scrims. It's too funny. Obviously, that's the rampage off the map. Yeah. In fact, you're gonna a messy fight win here. It's a 3v2 left on this point. 2v2. Zeb is down. Nightmare will close out this first fight. Chronic with a Widowmaker swap. I mean, that's a bold pick. She's not able to provide nearly the value that a Soj can in mid-fight against the Eraser when it's just messy like this. This is where, I mean, a Sojourn and a Genji can just thrive in that nastiness. Doom with Blade, Terror Surge available. We're going to get the combo out, but the Susu's going to get everybody out of hot water. Back, Seeker and Z's have made the water boil on the other side. The kettle is whistling here on map number 4. And Nightmare have sights set on Escort as they clean it up. Here on a 20-player kill streak. They're out of Infected to end the map. And Boston's finest will come in and win another one. We're headed to map 5 for the second time in a row. Gay. You can have to look at some stats, but we are jumping right into this 5th map. Okay, Nightmare's slow poking it. All right, your final map of the night. Does Nightmare have a reverse sweep in him? Or do we get yet another upset? And Citrus Nation move on into your winner bracket finals. The other match still going? No. That other match is not still going. So the official broadcast is done. It was a 3-0 for 0-3 Splash. Was able to take that win over Ex Oblivio in A. I believe that's the YFP squad. Sujutsu, Nevermind, Luca, that squad. Regime and Zoolander. There you go. So final map of the night coming up here as soon as Nightmare gets in the lobby. It was Circuit Royale banned out here from Citrus Nightmare. Heading to Shambali is Nightmare's map pick. Yeah, Citrus Nation, excuse me, banning out Circuit Royale and Nightmare getting map pick here at Shambali. I mean, Zeb is a Orisa Junker Queen 2 trick. Zeb plays Orisa and Junker Queen. It's what Zeb plays. All right. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Ugh. Liquipedia. YP, Liquipedia is your best bet for brackets. And you can navigate at the top for the EMEA one. I'm not going to do all the work for you. What channel is what? What do you mean? We're on a delay here. Are you talking about the clean fit I was watching, Phoenix Mayan? That was the like official broadcast, like FACEIT League's channel. Yeah, it's on FACEIT League's channel. All right, I'm still here. We're still here. We're just waiting on people getting. Oh, okay. I guess we're waiting on a lobby. We're on hold for a second. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh. Okay, so Admiral got kicked out of the ISU lab. Admiral's playing from Illinois State University's gaming lab, right? So Admiral got kicked out and has to get back to his dorm before they can play again. So we're just kind of on hold until Admiral gets back in for this map 5. I mean, Doom might have just got snagged. I mean, maybe Nightmare just said, "Hey, Citrus just said, hey, you know, come back. We're putting Citrus Nation back together." Because I think Doom was originally on this roster, right? It was Zoom, and it was Chronic and wait, was it Chronic and Doomed originally? I feel like it was Chronic and Doomed. Capitology says I benched him. Oh shit. Alright. Since we're waiting on Admiral, I think now's a good time for me to go make some tea. Like, I'm just gonna take a quick let me go make some tea real quick. I've been going for 9 hours. I think I had one break in the entirety of this 9+ hours day of straight casting. So oh, yeah. Good thing about, USI is it's a collegiate squad. So it's likely to. We'll see. We'll see. All right. While we wait for Admiral to get home, everybody go grab some water. I will see you all right back here. All right? Don't go far. Okay. Oh, it was Chronic and Tap. That's what it was. It was Tap. Thank you, Yoshim. Thank you. The original Citrus Nation duo. Yes, it was Tap. Good call. Good call. I think Ramadi might go back to the Miku fan club. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, I got respect for, I mean, like, Romani and Clear that are, like, participating in, I mean, Kaffa, like, playing in multiple regions is so difficult. I mean, not only are you playing at odd times, and, you know, it's going to screw up with your schedule, and you're, you know, maybe if you're trying to play multiple regions simultaneously, which we've seen done before. Cal's another one who's done it. But also just different styles, like vastly different styles. And I think it's made every single one of those players a better player, like a significantly better player. Being able to, I don't want to say like mirror other styles, but just learn different approaches. I mean, Romani, I think, has really grown into one of the best tanks in NA. At least has a lot of potential. I don't know. The smarter ones out there might disagree with me on that. Are we still on hold here? Like they haven't like made a new room? Okay, there we go. Yep, we're good. We're good. What did we say that? No, three. That was a 3-1. Oh, it was a 3-0, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was a 3-0. All right, there's our invite. There we go. We're getting into this thing. Oh, I didn't like put the camera someplace fun. Oh, I just loaded it in a default camera. I don't like doing that. Like, I want to get y'all something cool. I mean, these are pretty maps. Phoenix Man says, "Don't leave Australia like that. That's the respect of that godforsaken land." That's funny. All right. Okay. Handy dandy little break there. We waited for Admiral to rush home. But now, the long overdue, long hyped up map 5 between Citrus Nation and your number 1 seed Nightmare.
5, 4, 3.
That's why I'm joining Crazy Raccoons. Don't worry. Hey, I've heard like the Korean camps like were exceptional. Like the one Korean camps that a lot of the E-mates or a couple of E-mates were genuinely exceptional. What is happening? Like, Infected and Zero just ran out and systematically found 4 right out of the gate. Can't wait to see how you improve, Crazy Raccoons. Yeah, gotta teach them how to play Brawl. Oh, hey, we've got Kuffa. Speaking of Kuffa. Holy shit, speaking of Kuffa. Well, there went Kuffa. Son of a bitch. Oh, that's your Smurfs replacement. Ah. How did Nightmare drop 2 maps? I mean, to be fair, Citrus Nation were playing their asses off. But they also had, Clear was in on the Zarya. So once Infected came in and picked up the Orisa, they swung it right back around. Now, for the first time, we're actually getting, well, we're seeing the double flex DPS comp. Now, clearly, we're not seeing it run from both sides. Citrus Nation have opted out of that. Orbital Ray on this point. I mean, just going to secure this for free. The touch the last second. Doom gets blocked, but Kuffa makes it through. 4 Malgas just face-to-face with each other. Cage fight out from Infected, but they're the ire of all of this defense. Zero stands tall, though. It's just one too many cage fights for this defense, the Citrus Nation, to deal with. Nightmare will come up with this point and have about 4 minutes left in the bank. Monkey is goaded. It's like 50% Korean, but can still use a little more. Is that kind of how am I reading that right? I mean, that would depend on where Romani's citizenship lies. I mean, could I don't know. I don't know how Japan's immigration laws work on that. Theoretically, if he's dual citizenship, then I think that's technically correct. All right, rally up here. Camera in a wall. Kuffa just trying to disengage Alba. Oh, gosh. In fact, it just smashes through. Like, that reverberated through Kuffa's screen, the aftershock on that overrun from Infected. Cage fight now in here from Mr. Worldwide, but the Death Blossom from Saker says no. Kuffa gets destroyed along with the ultimate. Zamba, appreciate the follow. Thank you for being here. Thought we were done with this comp? You know, it's gonna rear its ugly head from time to time. Let's see, Chronic's off the Soldier. We are full back into the Maga Brawl. The double flex based DPS Brawl. So, you know, that just means lights and effects everywhere. It's also Nightmare lighting up the feed once again. As they came in to make a statement on this map 5. A lightning fast duplicate. I mean, really, both of the Echoes came in with duplicates so fast. They both used that at the cap. The cap happened, there was about 4 minutes, like, left to point A, bucket and a half added. Oh, okay, so I guess it's about average. Dance Studio combo ready to go. That's Death Blossom Cage fight. The stage is set. Is Seeker going to go dancing? Not quite ready yet. There's the dancing shoes. Get those toes tapping, and Seeker will pick up 3. And that was a relentless Nightmare coming at you. Citrus Nation now need a big, bright, sparkly dream here if they want to try to match.
Initiating match.
Didn't Reaper get a little bit of a nerf too? I thought Reaper got. Yeah, see, I am not on the. You know, there is a theory that the reason this is so strong is because of the Brig. I really do agree it's because of the Juno. I don't think it's because of the Brig. Because you still see, I think the biggest argument against that is we've seen, I mean, even today, throughout today, we've seen Juno Ana, we've seen Juno Kiri. I mean, the Juicio comp into the Junker Queen was super popular there in between metas. Like, it's the Juno. The Brig is not the problem. Brig is actually in a very healthy state. I know Brig has long been a problem in Overwatch, but not right now. Now, I mean, there's nuance to that. There's no absolute to that. That's just my opinion. Thank you for the follows. Emma Rat and Jason with a Q. Seeker with an aggressive position right out of the gate. Did catch the Citrus Nation a little bit kind of, not off guard, but it slowed them down. Like they were starting to push out. They're like, wait a minute, there's this Reaver behind us. And they all just kind of froze in their tracks. And that's when Infected, Zero, and the rest move in. And it's a nice clean fight win here at the spawn hold. And Seeker's going to try the same thing again on the opposite side. Now the overrun combined, the moment that Seeker is noticed, you see the overrun come in and the ground dive goes into action. Ends up being a trade, Jacob for Seeker. That's good enough to get Kuffa and the rest out of spawn here. Doomed over the top, will find Admiral Raptor. Headshots for days. That's a big old face for Doom to throw a bunch of shark heads right into. You know, just a triple eyebrow piercing, I think, is what that was for Infect. Tracker Blade Rampage available here for Citrus Nation. 2.5 on the clock. Very aggressive push down low speed being used. Trying to just do a fast engage. And you can see Dude holding up front. You're going to get the Shadow Step into the back. But Kuffa drops the Rampage just right onto Infected. Focus just to get the Mauga out of this composition, and it works out. Doom's going to pull out the Blade to see what else they can finish off. Find Z's. And it's a fight win here for the attacking Citrus Nation. They even managed to get a duplicate out of Zero. There was a Death Blossom? Is that? I did not even hear the Death Blossom. I mean, I don't know if Citrus wanted to play versus this comp. I mean, Citrus started off with, you know, Chronic on the Soj originally. It was Nightmare who did this. Oh, the rally stop onto the overclock. Everybody just kind of leapt into the cage and try to win it out. And that was, I mean, just what Nightmare wanted. Alex Take 2, appreciate the follow. And so far, we're seeing no dream scenario coming out here from Citrus Nation. 75 to go. Both support ults used in that fight. I mean, I think if they were going to win it, that was the fight to do it in. Overclock was invested as well. And the good news is there was 4 ults out from the other side. 60 seconds for this attacking team to play with. What do you do? What do you do with this Junker Queen? How do you get in? You need a burst kill and you need it quick. Got to combine with Doom. Oh, good Jacket Blade could just be the ticket. The knife is in, but the overrun Infected headed back the other direction. Able to steal around the mini. Find a kill on the Kuffa. Just the sustain from that cardiac overdrive is just ridiculous. It feels like the longer these fights go on, more and more they favor Nightmare. As we get a late reset, no, not a late reset, but a 30-second reset there from Jacob. Nightmare now 1 hole away from the reverse sweep. It feels inevitable. The Seeker immediately throws in the Tectonic Shock. Tries to see if they can find Doom. Doom's able to jump in, up, and over. Finds Z's into the back. Searching around for Admiral. Picks Admiral up. That's both supports falling to the Katana of Doom, but I think they're the only one left. It's a 3-piece. It's not going to be enough. Kuffa even gets the kill. Oh, and it is just Zero here to celebrate the reverse sweep. Well, Nightmare went down low. We're thinking we might be able to see another upset here in a day. But, alas, it is not to be. They dig deep and prove the dominant force of NA that we expected coming into this tournament. There we go. Some stats there from map 5. Kuffa trying to come in for Zeb. See if they could find the magic trick here. But, you know, and maybe that was the the opting into the Malga. It was just putting Cuff in. Maybe that was the trick. That was the one that pushed Nightmare over there. Like, all right, if you insist. 13K for Infected. And Sit's coming in. Infected goes 30 and 4, 32 and 3, 33 and 4. I mean, one of the big reasons this was, I mean, a huge MVP candidate coming out from NA. And I think still one of the most improved and one of the best players, particularly in the take role, but just one of the best players, period. At least one of the most shining star kind of players out of NA right now. I've been playing since he was, what, 14? I mean, I feel like I've been watching Infected play for 6 years, and they're still a teenager. It's ridiculous. And now, I mean, finally getting to, come into the bigs here on a top-tier squad. And you can even see the direct impact in this match, where Nightmare dropped the 2 maps that Infected's not, and they make no other changes. I mean, there are, okay, that's not quite that cut and dry, right? Because there's compositions that revolve around whatever your tank's playing. But still, Infected comes in as the only roster change. It's not the only change, but it's the only roster change. And, I mean, Nightmare looked like a whole different team. That is the power Infected brings to the table. If only Zeb didn't queen ult off the map. I know, it kind of does go back to that map 4, huh? GG's all around. Jutsu, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Holy cow, what a day. What a day. All right, looks like whoever was editing Liquipedia went to bed after the lower bracket round 1. I was hoping I could get a full look at the bracket. Let's see, we can do it here. There you go. Nightmare taking on O3 Splash in your upper bracket finals. This will happen tomorrow around 5:30. We will be able to get this one on stream. I'm not going to get the lower bracket match on stream from Master because we're going to have the NA Expert Grand Finals here on the stream. Oh, let's get Nightmare's 3rd point on the board. That's a hard-earned 3rd point. Let's get that 3rd point on the board. What am I doing? Clear is good. We play bad as a team. Zero. Mad respect. Mad respect for coming in and, I mean, to the world saying, hey, no, that's not in our tank. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, look at this. Jorangatang saying, hey, you know what? I just didn't like the Zarya. And Clear said, you know what? Keep an eye out for that Zarya. Keep an eye out for that Zarya. You know, maybe it was just an off day, for that comp. And Zero saying it was on the whole team here. I mad respect for that. God, mad respect for that. Chipsy, thank you for the follow, by the way. Taking a look at our lower bracket. There we go. So it'll be that is Ex Oblivione NA is how they're being listed now. Taking on Fluffy Dreamland, Avidity. Taking on Citrus Nation. Woo-hoo-hoo. But until then, that is all I've got for you. Sorry, I didn't change my backdrop on this. There was just too many matches back to back. Hazard angle. 3-0 of Hazard is allowed, says Clear. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait, Clear. I can't wait to see that. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. It's been one hell of a day. Woo-wee. It's gonna be, I mean, we got a lot more coming up tomorrow. So we're going to have some losers bracket matches. You're going to have your upper bracket finals. And then we're going to have your expert division grand finals. All of the above happening for both regions. So it'll be another day of 6 matches tomorrow. So thank you so much for hanging out. I hope to see you back here. Yeah, let's keep supporting non-tier 1. Oh, that's all I got for you. Have a wonderful night. Shiver, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate all the support. Really appreciate all the support. You're all legends. Thank you so much. Be kind to each other. I'll see you in the next one, all right? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.